Hello and welcome. Today we are in the Tier 11 American light cruiser, the Jacksonville. She's basically a super Worcester. If you're unfamiliar with her and want to learn more, I made a video of her going over the details of the ship. I'm still using the same anti-air build, but there are no CVs in this match, but there's a lot of destroyers. The enemy team has 5 destroyers and, well, both teams have 5 destroyers and 1 submarine. Okay, so somebody is in the A-cap and I'm approaching the edge of the island. I'm gonna have to hydro here to be sure that I don't get just randomly torped, because I would definitely torp this corner. I'm gonna radar too. Maybe we'll spot something. Nope, nothing. Oh, hello Shimakaze. I guess you're the naughty one in the cap zone. Oh, I couldn't shoot over the island, but I should be able to get a few salvos off here. It is a little dangerous though. Oh, wow, she actually dodged. Unbelievable. But I think we're just gonna get another salvo instead, so honestly I don't think it actually paid off in any realistic way. It's basically the same, so, you know, at least as far as me shooting them is concerned. Okay, so now I have 2 choices. Oh, there's a submarine there. I have 2 choices. I could turn either into the cap zone, but I think going out of it is the safer choice. Because into the cap zone it's a pretty sketchy position, and Shima could have potentially torped me. But going forward keeps an island between me and them. But I still need to turn out and run away because there's a Jambar very close, 8 kilometers. And there are certainly other ships that will be able to shoot me as well. So I'm just gonna kite backwards. Oh, yeah, Yoshino would be one of them. I can use the island that's in front of me. You can't see it right now, but if you look at the minimap, there's an island to a little bit in front of me. I could use that island to probably shell enemies pretty effectively. So I'm gonna try doing that. Man, it would be really helpful if the battleships actually got into position and started doing things, but they take such a long time. I don't know what they're doing.
The ship is on fire.
Oh, I think those are Yoshino torpedoes. Could also be Shima torps. But luckily the island is in the way. So this edge of the island here should be able to prevent the enemies from either spotting me or at least shooting me, while still letting me shoot them. Okay, I'm still spotted. I guess it must be the submarine then. Well, there's another black behind the submarine as well, so yeah, I'm gonna stay spotted, I think, as long as I fire. But apparently I can shoot through trees. So I guess we can actually fire unspotted here. Very nice. It would be very nice to have the alternate firing instructions active, which just activated. This improves our HE penetration to 34mm, and the Jambar is 32mm all over. So I'm gonna start getting lots of penetrating hits. Is that a permafire? Yeah, it is. Well, that salvo is gonna hit nothing. Come on. Yeah, we can certainly burn this JB down. There's no chance she's gonna survive. Almost 5k damage. Well, she doesn't have much HP left anymore. And she's gone, so it's time to move on. This was their only battleship on this entire side of the map. Both teams only had 3 battleships to start with, so the Schlieffen is in, well, the other side of the map, and so is the Iowa. So the only big ship left here is the Yoshino. So if we can burn her down, which is entirely possible, she has a very long fire duration, this will go well, I think. Oh, and obviously gotta dodge the torpedoes. Okay, I'm unspotted. That's a good thing. 2 of their destroyers. Oh, Annapolis is here. Now that is bad news, potentially. Annapolis is a dangerous ship to the Jacksonville, because Jacksonville's firing angles aren't that great. She has to show a lot of broadside to bring all the guns to the table, and I'd like to do that. And Jacksonville can get citadel hits and penetrating hits, even if you're quite angled, because her AP has the special auto bounce angle that the American heavy cruiser line has. And so the Annapolis can absolutely punish me. So I gotta be careful, and she should be the priority once we finish with the Yoshino. Ideally, we'd like to get behind an island so that the Annapolis can't shoot us. And luckily, there's a convenient island right in front of us. And so far the Annapolis has been busy shooting someone else, which is perfectly fine for me. Okay, we're now in the safety of the island. The Annapolis cannot touch us anymore. Sadly, I think we're gonna slide a little too far forward and be unable to shoot ourselves. But the safety of the ship at this point is more important. Because we can always just reverse and start shelling then. Man, that Annapolis I think made a huge mistake. She basically decided to come and fight 2 battleships, well at least a single battleship at once. Wow, our submarine and 2 destroyers were just sunk. I guess maybe the Annapolis coming here was actually pretty okay. Luckily, Smolensk took one of their DDs out, but they still have 3 destroyers and a submarine. Annapolis goes down. This is great news for me. But the enemy definitely has an advantage in destroyers and submarines. And it's entirely on my side of the map. The only ships here left for my team are the 2 battleships and me. Luckily though, I am a ship that's very good at dealing with destroyers and submarines, of course. There is still a risk, right? You can always just eat a face full of torpedoes in anything and die. But chances are pretty good we're gonna be okay. It would really help if we could take out the Yoshino so I could maneuver unencumbered. But I think even with Yoshino being here, it's gonna be okay. Right now I think radaring doesn't make much sense. The threat in the A-cap is probably the submarine. And even if I do radar the sub, she's just gonna dive. It's not gonna make any real difference. Yoshino for some reason decided to turn around and challenge the 2 battleships. And me. It's not gonna work out for you, Yoshino. Truly, it is not going to work out for you. And there she goes. So, now it's just the 2 destroyers and the submarine left. I'm gonna radar, maybe we... Oh, hello, Fletcher. Sorry, Black. Well, same thing, almost. Because it's not like the radar is gonna do much for the Black, because we don't have any destroyers left anymore. Meanwhile, they have 3 and the submarine. I wonder where that Shimakaza is, though. Is that smokescreen the Shimas? Could be. I think we're gonna be able to get the Black here. If I just round the corner, even if radar runs out, I'll just surface spot her myself. Oh! Yoshino actually did torpedo the Poland. Now it makes sense why she came over here that way and turned so much broadside. She was firing torpedoes. Luckily, we caught the Black and we caught a small glimpse of the Shima. That's good information. Sadly, we weren't able to actually get rid of the Shima, and we won't have radar for 90 seconds, so we gotta worry about being torped. My Hydra is off cooldown, or is not available right now. It's on cooldown, and unfortunately, if Shima gets torpedoes at the correct moment, it could be the end. But we'll try to avoid this. Gonna take a while. I'm gonna kite a little outwards. Then I'm gonna start turning in and try to find the submarine. Okay, there she is. Ooh, submarine torpedoes. We're gonna have to react to this. I could damage control party, I just don't want to. Because I'm afraid that if I get hit... If I damage control party, I might still get hit, and then, well, I would have no way to get rid of the flooding. But maybe in this situation, in retrospect, it would have been a good idea. Okay, we're gonna be able to avoid these torpedoes. If the ping by the sub is on my nose, it's okay, because then I can just go diagonally towards the sub and just turn before the torpedoes hit. The main thing I'm worried about is Shima being on my side and torping me. But I suspect Shima is gonna go after the battleship. See? I can just turn a little bit and it avoids the torps. Okay, torps... No, those were the submarine torpedoes. I think I'm gonna eat some of these, but it's okay, because she is within 3 kilometers, so I take almost no damage. Yeah, see? 3,000 damage from 2 torpedoes. Okay, no torpedoes from behind us. Good. I'm gonna radar just in case. We didn't find the Shima. That's unfortunate, but it also means Shima is probably not going after me. probably going after the Ruprecht. I don't want to damage control party, because the sub could have popped up and still torped me. And at this point there's only 10 seconds left, so I decide not to at all. Okay, there's the Shima torps on the Ruprecht. Luckily, even if we lose the Ruprecht, we have a St. Vincent that's fairly healthy. Ruprecht is pretty low now though. They still have a full HP Yamagiri apparently somewhere, who I think just torped the St. Vincent. So the plan now is not to try to find the Shima, because I think if we do that, it's just not gonna work out. Shima's gonna keep running away and then Iowa will just eat us slowly. So I think the focus should be on taking the B-cap, because the enemy has 705 points. Despite the fact that we're a ship ahead, we are extremely far behind in points. But there is luckily 8 minutes still left. If we take all 3 cap zones, I think we should be able to win in points. So I'm just gonna push through here, because I think the Iowa is gonna run, because I have a St. Vincent with me. Hydro here is extremely helpful, because we're going through a gap and we know there's a Yamagiri in front of us. So this could have been potentially very dangerous. Okay, if I turn in, the Iowa shell shouldn't do much to me. Yep. So the risk now is that my Hydro is off, and there is definitely a Yamagiri somewhere. The question is, where? Oh, I guess now we know. She just got a little bit too close to my ship. Unbelievable. This is an absolutely massive screw up by the Yamagiri. And luckily, we've managed to already avoid one of set of torps, so we turn this way. We're gonna sail a little bit like this, then we're gonna turn the other way to zigzag basically. Because I imagine the Yamagiri is gonna torp during this. And if we do that, we probably avoid them. Because 2 torps are enough to actually sink me. The question is, where is Shimakaze? Okay, can we get between the torps? I think we can. My radar is up in 10 seconds. I'm gonna look to the side, because I think my priority at this point should be the Shimakaze rather than the Yamagiri. Because we're gonna get the Yamagiri for certain. Shima might slip away though. And there she is. Perfect! Oh, and somebody else got the Yamagiri. Nice, well done Napoli. Well, we got the Shima. Perfect. Now it's just the Iowa left, and we can just farm her from across the island. Or maybe not. It doesn't really matter. Because I think the Vincent wouldn't let us lose at this point. Okay, Shima torps are coming in from behind, but surely they're gonna be fine, right? Nope, they're not. I'm gonna eat one of the torps. Yeah, unfortunate. 1200 HP, but Iowa is pretty low. All I gotta do is just wait until Iowa fires, then I can just keep farming. Yep, she fired on the Napoli, so I can just continue shelling now. She is healing, but I don't think she's gonna be able to out-heal our damage here. Because the Jacksonville has an absolutely insane amount of damage. Oh! Napoli secondary finished off the Iowa. Perfect. Well, 153,000 damage might not seem that impressive, but consider how many destroyers we fought and the submarine. Like this was a hard-fought match. We even got a dreadnought and a Confederate. And we even assisted in the capture. 2542 base XP. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would like to thank the patrons on Patreon. Thank you very much for your continued support, and I hope I'll see you guys next time.